Newton County has a lot of good folks here, and that's why I work my hind end off, because there's a lot of good folks here, and I'm trying to bring some of the skills that I have, as well as get folks that I know to come in and help us move forward as a county and everything, because I just feel so full of Newton County with the folks and everything. And I'm trying to get other people to get involved. We have a lot of folks who talk about things, but they don't change things by talking about it. The only way you can change something is to get involved.
You are listening to Not on the Payroll right here at notonthepayroll.com. You can check us out at Facebook, check us out at YouTube, check us out at Rumble. Also check out our content over at Twitter. Got a great interview for you this morning, sitting down with Newton County Sheriff Robert Burby. We're out at his horse camp. That this is actually the second horse camp that you've put on. Is that correct?
It is the second session, second year.
Okay.
Last year was our first year. This is our second year, and we had today we started on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is our final day for the session 2, and we had a lot of different things that we offered the kids, like life skill things. We have virtual reality training in there by Workforce Source Solution, and we have we had CPR.
Okay.
We had last week. We had first aid yesterday. You see the kids walking around with those tie-dye T-shirts, and they look good too. I was thinking about getting me one. And they made ice cream. They did that, and of course they had a sound seminar over there yesterday, and we have range down there with BBs.
Yeah.
And I've shot pretty good too.
There you go.
We have the fire. We had firefighters here from Toledo Bend Volunteer Fire Department. Fire Chief Pete Porter and his folks brought the trucks down here to show off some of their equipment, and to let the kids know they get a chance to cut that hose on too. I was thinking about going over there and cut hole in that hose, but anyway, a lot of them see and come to appreciate the things that the firefighters do for us. I have a K9 officer walking around here with his K9 Bruce, and K9 Deputy Nash, and a couple of my folks took vacation to come out here, and some of them are off to help out. We got the Blue Line Advocates, our support group for Newton County Sheriff's Office, here again this year, and they're doing a great deal and helping out, being volunteers in various capacities as group leaders. And I got Mr. Turk that walks around. He's kind of the coordinator of all the different stuff, and we're in conjunction with the Juvenile Probation Office, who does a great job for us counties. Not only here in Newton counties, they have 5 counties they have to represent, and I've come to finding out that they're just like police officers, because they have to respond 24 hours a day in various areas. So hats off to them. They partner with us to get us involved with Champion Oaks Ranch out of Jasper, Texas, who puts on the horses.
Okay.
They take and teach the kids how to care for the horses, some of the do's and don'ts, and I see today that they were even playing some games like cornhole with a horse on horseback and stuff, and different obstacles that they ride through the arena there. And one of the things that I see that this Newton County Fairground is a great place that I think we kind of overlook. I want to thank Tommy Brown, the president of the Fair Board, has been so gracious to come out and let us use this facility the second year, as well as provide accommodations for us and all the people who donated their time and monies to make this possible. It's just it is a community effort.
Sure.
It is a group effort. It is people who want to help the kids, because I always believe that if you're going to make a difference, you're going to make it with the children. I have kids who was here last year and here again this year, and one of the kids came up to me this morning and said, I will be back next year. And so everyone is having a good time, including the volunteers and other adults in various capacities. And we were still reeling from the fulfillment we got last year from putting this on. Now we have a bigger venue with the kids, that is. And I was telling Jamie Clark, juvenile probation officer, that we're going to have to get together and start planning now, because we're growing and we have to accommodate that growth. And one of the things that we couldn't do this without having Grace Church come here and provide breakfast and lunch for us, as well as snacks and treats for the kids throughout the day, and their volunteer efforts to keep that going. And I mean, it's just it's a big operation for a very worthwhile cause.
Yeah, absolutely. It almost makes sense that we have to start with the kids. I mean, as a whole, from the churches to the parents, you got to start with the kids to be able to kind of shift the tide long term. And so, I think it's cool that the community is starting to come together, and this is a bigger group this year.
Oh yeah,
bigger group than last year.
Right. Absolutely.
And so next year is obviously it's going to continue to grow.
Right.
How do businesses, if a business wants to get together with you and sponsor you guys, or give some money or whatever the case is to help put this on, because obviously there's a financial labor or financial burden involved.
Yeah. What we would tell them to do to contact us. We're growing so fast that I was telling one of the donors that we're going to set up a separate account for the horse camp, because it's getting big and a lot of folks want to donate,
Right.
and everything. We don't want to turn that down because we want to make it as best as we can for the children, because that's who the goal is, to make a good impression on them, to see leaders in various capacities to come in, because like we have devotion at during the noon hour, and we have professionals that come in, elected officials, and talk, spend time with the kids. And like I told everyone, the general public, you don't have to sign up to come. If you as an adult, you can come by and see what we're doing and everything, because I want to get the word out that what we're trying to do. This is a kind of grassroots projects, in hopes that it also mushroom into other areas, because I had a lady this morning ask me to help them out in a fundraiser and getting something on a project. I think people in my position should lend their face, name, and assistance to those folks who are trying to make it better for others. Newton County has a lot of good folks here, and that's why I work my hind end off, because there's a lot of good folks here, and I'm trying to bring some of the skills that I have, as well as get folks that I know to come in and help us move forward as a county and everything, because I just feel so full of Newton County with the folks and everything. And I'm trying to get other people to get involved. We have a lot of folks who talk about things, but they don't change things by talking about it. The only way you can change something is to get involved. I like to hear from other folks because I don't have all the answers.
Right.
And I think that all of us are trying to get to the same place. We all want the same things for our kids and our family, our loved ones, and everything. And the more we sit down and go that way together, agree to disagree, we'll we will be a better society as Newtonites, and we will be a better county to make Newton more prosperous
Agreed.
and everything, because nothing remains the same.
Sure.
I can see Newton County getting folks. I see folks. I meet someone who just moved in here, 1 or 2 people every week. So they just came in.
Right.
They just moved here. They just bought property. In over a period of time, that's going to be a lot of folks. And it's been like that since I've been in office for the last 2.5 years and everything. So let's welcome those folks.
Yeah.
Let's show them that we care, and that we are very proud and respectful folks here, and help them get settled and everything, so they can become a part of the solution that we're trying to solve. And we're never going to be satisfied. I know as a leader myself, I'm never satisfied. Something can always be better.
That's right.
And everything, and I'm never going to get complacent on my duties and responsibilities.
Yeah.
And everything, and
Always work to be done.
oh yeah, just like on the ranch.
That's
There's
right.
no off days on the ranch. So,
Speaking of that, how's your finger?
yeah, well, I broke it a while back, and they told me it's going to take about 8 to 10 weeks and everything, but it's doing fine. I never knew that I'm more left-handed than right-handed. Just
Really?
one finger will throw you all off, but I'm getting through it.
Yeah, you never realize how valuable that pinky toe is until you crack it on that bed.
Yeah, everything you have on your body is valuable and serves a purpose. Just remember that.
That's right. Is there any final thing you want to throw out there to the community?
Well, stay vigilant. Get involved. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing, not just us, Newton County, period. And if you can, attend these events. Participate in fundraisers, because you never know when you might be raising funds, and that's what I try to do. On the law enforcement side, I don't want to mutter up the water. We're still working to try to get a jail, get some kind of project together to go forward, because as you know, the issue is not going to just go away by itself. And I've talked to the judge and the commissioners, and again, this is not a slight on any of them, because we're all going to have to work this together. I just want the citizens to know to listen to us, be open-minded when we give you the facts and the figures. Because right now, I have people going to Jasper County Jail as usual. We appreciate what they've done for us over the years, and Hardin County too.
Okay.
So that's two jails that we're using, and that's money that's going out of Newton.
That's right.
We had a jail that will have money staying in Newton and other money coming in, because people will be paying us. Another thing too, the rates are going to go up just a quite bit for next budget years, and rightfully so, because at $40 per inmate per day is very bargain right now. It's going to go up to 45, and rightfully so. Things in our society inflates as time goes on. So what we got to do as citizens of this county, we got to be visionary and look down the road and see what are we going to do. Do we want to just keep paying to keep our jail going, which the infrastructure is falling apart per se?
Sure.
And it's hard. We have things that has to be replaced, and we have some things that they don't even make the parts anymore.
Right.
So be visionary and know that the crime is not going to go down; it's going up.
Yeah.
And there's people who need to be in jail.
Yeah.
And I can't give you a for instance, but we know who those folks are when they commit the kind of crimes, and with a revolving door, we're dealing with the same folks over and over. The system is kind of behind itself. I always say it's 10 to 12 years behind society norms. We got to deal with all that.
Yeah.
We got to deal with all the different changes. We got to stay in go mode. We got to be interactive, and to be visionary, to look forward, to know this jail, 12-man jail, is just not adequate. We do have a variance that when you see more people in jail,
Yeah.
but it's within our variance. I don't turn people away needs to go to jail. That don't have to worry about that. That old adage that we don't have the space, that's bull.
Yeah. Right.
If you commit the crime, you need to be arrested. You're gonna come see us.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. That's the standing order. That's how it's been since I've been in office, and will continue to be that as I continue to run for re-election for our next term and everything. You'd be surprised see why people run for re-election, because you can't do everything you need to do in the first term.
Sure.
You know, I'm serious.
Sure. Yeah.
And everything. Sometimes, well, just 4 years or not. No, it's been 2.5 years. Seems like it's been about a year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because we stay busy all the time.
Sure.
But the people, you know, serving is something that's in my DNA and everything, and it's infectious. Like I said, I have a great group of folks that works for me, and people want to be a part of us. Like I said, we got volunteers too, and they have helped us out a lot. And we always open our arms to others to come in and be a part of us.
Absolutely.
Come help us.
There you go.
You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Not on the Payroll right here at notonthepayroll.com. Sheriff Burby, I appreciate you taking time with us, man.
Thank you.
I'm glad.
Appreciate what you do for us.
I'm glad the horse camp's working out well. If you're out there and you like Not on the Payroll, go like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody throughout the region doing good work. We love you and hope you guys have a good week.